Right. Yeah. Hi, everyone. So as you know, this meeting is recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube. So I have a couple of agenda items, and then please feel free to, I'll open up for any other issues. So the first one is the framework migration. I think we are on track to achieve our goal for phase 1 by the code freeze. So all predicates are now wrapped around plugins. Priorities are almost there. We have just a couple. They are in review. The custom predicates and priorities, Chong started as well working on that. So he's working on the framework between codations, how we're going to do that, and then he'll create issues for so he'll be working on one, and then we'll be creating issues for the other for the others. So that should be good. I'm very optimistic that we're going to achieve that goal. And so far, so good. Like I think it's been going really well. Like we didn't get any bugs or anything. And the other agenda item that I have in mind is to go through the list of tasks that we planned for 1.17 and see where we are. But before that, does anyone have any questions about the framework migration?
So we will leave the phase 2 to the next release, right?
Sorry?
We will leave the phase 2 to the next release.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so the idea is for phase 1, we are going to do the wrapping and then make sure that everything works fine by actually releasing it, and make sure that no issues arise when it's actually being deployed. At the same time, if something happens, we have a very easy way to revert back everything, which is basically removing the producer config registry. And that's basically going to revert everything to go through the old execution path. And so that's basically our backup plan. But once this is released, if we have no major issues, then we can delete the old path in 1.18, and basically everything goes through the framework. So that's the high-level idea.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so going through the list, so the first one is the framework migration phase 1. I think this is, like I would say, it's on track to achieve completely. The second item is the scheduler's default topology spreading. I don't think Aldo is on call, but it's also on track. The KEP has been merged for how we're going to do this, so he'll start implementing it very soon. The third item is improving scheduler's benchmarks, so I'm going to give Wei the chance to update us on progress here.
Yeah, there are a few PRs like using the API server watching mechanism to get the latest, get the minimum overhead. So before we just using polling to continuing regularly to poll the objects. So that's just one PR, improving the accuracy. And also Janice raised another one to stop the go long timer to eliminate the overhead of the deferred functions. Deferred functions were executed at the end of each test cycle. So that one is also a good one. But I think for the challenging part for this, we haven't started yet, for example, to reevaluate the accuracy of the benchmark test. For example, there is a b.n. We're right now modifying that number, but according to my knowledge, we shouldn't be modifying that, because it's a number dynamic according to your runtime, go long runtime. Because go long, the benchmark testing framework will try to run a lot of times, and until the the time difference is stable, then it will stop, then give you the b.n. But right now, we just assign that b.n to the scheduling pass number. So that doesn't look correct to me. That is a major part.
At the high level, can we divide this into like tasks? So the first one is improving accuracy. The second one is improving coverage. We can move more benchmarks into.
Yes, and maybe the third one is to make it extensible for users to easily create their own custom workloads. So right now we just hard coded the kind of workloads there.
And another one is actually getting it into the dashboard, the Kubernetes perf dashboard. I think we already have a page there, but it's not being updated, and I think it's been broken for a while. So Wade, do you want to like update the issue with
sure.
and like really keep track of this with Draven on progress on this one? I think it's very critical for us moving forward.
Yeah. But for this release, depending on the difficulty and the bandwidth, we may slip it, a bit.
Yeah, as long as we know what we want to do and we have a list of tasks, probably others can contribute as well. Doesn't need to be only one person.
Makes sense. Yeah, I will update the issue.
Update. This one I have no idea about any progress related to this. Does anyone know? Klaus, are you on the call? I don't think he is. The support less than greater than operators for an interport affinity label selector. Wade, do you know anything about this?
No, exactly.
Okay, I'll follow up with Klaus on this one. The third one, the next one is scheduler API cleanup. So this is under review. I think we did like a wonderful job cleaning up the API, the two API packages that we have. It's way more consistent. It's going to be way more consistent. I don't know if you want to talk more about this.
Yeah, it's close to be merged. So a few comments to be addressed. Yeah. Jordan Legit, give a wonderful review as well.
And then changing the permit API, this is done. It's already merged. Scheduler configuration cleanup. I think this is generally on track. So Ahmed did a wonderful job as well with Aldo shepherding the work. We cleaned up a lot of the factory related code, and actually the whole factory package is now deleted, removed. The next one is improving scheduler metrics. Please stop me if you have any comments or you have any questions about this. By the way, improving scheduler metrics, this is also done. Chong already had an extensive list of improvements of metrics to improve the scheduler, and already implemented all those, like exposing them. So thanks for Chong and contributors who also worked with him on getting this done so fast. I think this is going to be very important for any cloud provider to improve their visibility into what is going on inside the scheduler. Taint nodes by condition to GA. Draven did a wonderful job here as well. It's already done. So we got a chance to also delete like four predicates with it. So that was a really great job in also cleaning up deadwood. Resource code as scope selected to GA. So Rav, do you want to talk about this? This is also related to a relaxed namespace restriction for critical pods, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So at this point of time, there is an integration test that is continuously failing. That's what Draven has mentioned. I looked a bit into it, debugging it for some time. I could not find a solution to it. And at this point of time, I'd like Jan or Mike Dame from Red Hat to pick it up. So one of them is going to work on this because I do not have enough cycles to work on it.
Do you Mike? Do you have cycles to do this one?
Yep. Sorry, I was looking for the unmute button. Yeah, I can pick that up. Was Wei not working on that anymore, or not Wei?
Draven, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can you? I think this is important to get before 1.70. It's been like on hold for so long, I think.
Yeah, so the current status, the logic is there, but there is one integration test that is failing.
Right.
If you can fix that, it's almost done. You need some help in debugging. That's what driven.
Okay, so I'll just reassign it to Mike then, and hopefully we can resolve this soon.
Okay.
Yeah. So 82635. Sorry, the resource quota scope selector is dependent on the last one, 76310. So if you can get 76310 in, we should be able to create a PR to graduate the resource scope selector to 0.
So right now it's not GA?
It's in beta, as far as I know.
Okay.
I tried moving it to GA, and then I had to revert that because the other PR did not go in. Relaxed namespace restrictions for critical pods did not go.
So we have to get the relaxed namespace section first?
Yeah.
Okay. And to me, this is the priority because the other one, being in beta is still fine because it's enabled by default. So it can wait until next release. But the last one, relaxing namespace restrictions, we've been getting a lot of requests for this.
Yeah, that's true.
And the workaround is people creating, pods in the kube system namespace, which is not ideal.
That is true. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so I'm gonna assign this to Mike Dame, and we'll see how this one goes. Okay, so that's all I have on the list. And that's all I have actually for agenda items for this meeting. Does anyone have any questions or additional topics to discuss?
Hey, this is Jan from Red Hat. I can help Mike as well, but I wanted to ask if there are any, let's say, minor or small tasks left for the milestone number 1, which I can help with.
Yeah, I mean, like any issues that we want help with, we create them and mark them as help. But if you can ping me your GitHub on Slack, if new issues comes up, I'll just assign them to you directly if you want to start working on the scheduler.
Yeah, that would be great. Thanks.
All right, so that was quick. Thank you so much for your attendance. And yeah, next week I'll be traveling to Poland. So there will be no meeting. And then we'll come back the week after that, if that's okay. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. By the way, so that's another item which is a flaky test, which is the 10-based eviction. So,
right.
Yeah, if somebody wants to step in to help, that is a very good chance to. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I forgot about this. We have a few. I think two, right? Two.
Yeah, two. One has been existing for a long time, and one is the 10-based eviction integration test.
I thought Mike was looking into that one, or.
Yeah, Mike. I don't know whether Mike has met with on that.
Okay, so I'll then go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed what you were talking about.
There is a flaky test that test. Sorry, the 10-based eviction. Yeah, 10-based eviction. Yeah.
Is that the one that's going into the disrupted state?
Yeah, but from some logs, I didn't see that it says it wants to destruction mod. But yeah, we can check whether it's the root cause.
Okay.
So I thought you kind of put a fix for that, wherein you were adding one more taint for the node, and that should have fixed is what I thought.
No, that didn't fix this actually.
Oh, okay.
That actually just flip the flag of 10 node. Sorry, 10 by node. Sorry.
10 nodes by condition. Sorry.
Yeah, 10 node condition. Yeah, just flip that flag to true so that the 10 node condition can be promoted to GA.
Okay. I can help debugging that too, because I kind of started the conversion.
Yeah. That needs a close look, and we should fix that before GA. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll assign it to Rav then, or CC Rav on the issue.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.